I've had my first lesson ever today off Rick. Not had my handicap either, and I've seen a lot of improvement in the game.
It's quite funny because Bradley's never had a lesson ever. You were like a giddy kid when you came in for the lesson, which is great. It's great to see, and we've improved so much interesting ideas at contact. Because what was happening with Bradley could play good golf. He could hit a lot of power, but was getting no real distance for the amount of effort that he was actually putting in. And the main reason for that, at the very moment of contact, even with a 7, Bradley's loft of the club was 40 degrees in the Rory Club. 40 degrees. So the club was massively leaning back. And when it starts to lean back, we hit the ground. And that was an issue of yours anyway, wasn't it? Hitting the ground too much. Probably hitting the ground and adding too much loft. It doesn't matter how much power we put in. If we even hit it well, the ball's just going to go up. It's actually not going to go any further. We put more effort in, it goes more up, we fat it more often. It's not a nice cycle to be in. So that was 40 degrees. So what we got the idea of first was to make sure the weight transferred, and then we got the idea of hitting the ball a lot lower. By the way, we were carrying at about 119 to 115. So what do you think about that when you see it?
I seem to come back over the top instead of coming over.
So you see how it's got a little bit of a loop effect? The downswing angle isn't far off. I wouldn't classify it as actually being over the top, but it's over the top of your takeaway. So what we need to do, we need to reduce the loft. We need to get you striking it so much better, because you fat a lot, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Do you fat a lot when you hit behind? That's the big thing that stands out for me. The way you strike it isn't as crystal, clean as it could be. Because with your hitting at the moment, you're hitting back here. We need to move that up more. We've got a great drill for that. Okay. From a setup standpoint, your setup's good. You're just a bit narrow with your feet. So get a wider base, really wide base. It's going to help you with your support as you move your body weight to the left. It's a nice wide base. From this point now, I'm going to do a drill with you that's going to help you hit way beyond the ball. Now keep the ball where it is, keep the club where it is, and push it forward, and then put the club back. Okay? You've got to try and hit that ball. What do you think you need to do to hit that ball?
Bring your weight more to the left.
You have to. You've got to get from the top, start to move that weight more left. You're going to transfer your weight on the way down. Wow. Wow. That difference was huge. How much different did the weight transfer feel that time?
What better?
Did it feel like you were almost chasing after it a bit? Yeah. Honestly, it was perfect. Now, this is only a starting block, and we'll still advance on this. The flight was stronger. It carried miles further because we've got more energy in the club. Your first time, because you hit the ground so far behind the ball, your ball speed was only 92. Last one, because you struck it, 105. And I promise you, we've not even scratched the surface on this yet. So the first thing we've seen is that the loft has reduced to 28 degrees. This is not launch angle, this is loft. So the 7-iron, I think this is a TaylorMade RSI. This is about 31. So we're now at 28. We're reducing the loft, leaning the club forward. So I gave Bradley a really interesting idea. We've got a net here that's got a line on. I said, right, imagine you're in the trees and you're trying to hit it underneath that line, underneath it. Instant improvement, very next swing. Reduced the loft, we struck the middle. Then I talked about hitting a bit more from the inner side because you get a bit steep, but that's all right, that's improved. At the end there, we carried it 128. But what was more important to me was the consistency. At 128, 129, 120, a couple of duff ones as we changed things, 122, 126, 124, but also dispersion, only anywhere between 12 yards offline and 2 yards offline, which after is an enormous improvement. Bradley, you've got your first handicap card going in next week.
Yep.
Best of luck. Enjoy it. Give us a shout next time because I want to work on more aspects of what you're doing at the moment because I see huge potential. It's just we had a few too many things to change, and also I'm very much a big believer. I don't want to overload, and I am definitely keen on making sure you improve after every lesson. That's something, honestly, huge improvement. Well done, mate. Enjoy that?
Yeah, it's something
awesome.
to look into anyway.